Hey, my friends, this is Vineet, and today on the HX Star episode, we have Mr. Sundar. We call him Sundar Sir, like out of the love and affection that we have for him in the community. He graduated from the 10 weeks HX intensive program recently and got some amazing result. And he's here with us on this HX Star episode. I welcome you, Sundar Sir, to this interview. So happy to see you here and want you to tell us how's been the program experience for you in the last 10 weeks.
Thank you, Vineet. Thank you very much for giving me all the respect. I am honored. I really had a lot of doubts taking up this program, but in retrospection, these doubts are basically because of my age. I'm 60 plus, but in retrospection, I can say that it's been a great journey, and I have achieved my objectives. And all the credit to you because it's more due to your constant guidance and support during the journey that has given me the confidence to go through the process and come out with successfully. I am pleased to share with you my trophy. I truly deserve this trophy because before I went for this program, I had tried a couple of other programs and they weren't all that encouraging. And even this program, honestly speaking, I started with skepticism, but now I feel that I have achieved my objective, and it's been a great journey, and it's been totally painless and enjoyable. It's only that you have to be willing to put in your effort, and you backed it up with a lot of knowledge along. You've shared quite a few literature, books, as well as movies, justifying the type of food we need to take that's good for your body, as well as it's nutritionally very effective. And honestly speaking, I didn't believe them. But as and when I tried each one of your suggestions, I could feel my body getting empowered. And though the loss of weight was a concern, but it was more than made up by the increase in energy levels in the day-to-day work that I was doing. And that helped me break a lot of myths I had about what I should take and what I should not take. I mean, being an aged person, I heard a lot from my parents, from my well-wishers, from my friends as to what is good and what is not good for your body and what helps you reduce weight. Right. Many of these myths have got broken during my journey with you. And these are for good because they are backed up by solid literature and knowledge, plus my own personal experience. So I have got the benefit of those, and that is now mentally, I'm convinced that I'm on the right path. In my journey, I'm taking the right steps. That's all I would like to say.
You have amazing story, actually, Sundarji. First of all, I really want to congratulate you on becoming HEX star, and that trophy is, of course, 100% deserved. You've earned that trophy. And also, very interesting to hear from you that you are sharing that you are literally pulling out from this program in the beginning, right? And you are not very sure. Can you just talk about a bit on that? Because literally, we actually pulled you in after first week, right? That's what happened.
Yes, I mean, I did join the initial introduction program. It was very nice, no doubt, but it didn't have sufficient inputs on the journey. And I've attended similar sessions, similar programs, gone through the introductions, and when they come up with the requirements to meet the target, one, there was no assurance given in terms of the end result being achieved. And because the standard practice or the words they used is you need to comply with the requirements of the program, then only the end result can be assured. But the key thing, I assumed yours also was something similar. And that is what didn't really motivate me. but you gave an assurance that you will not be starving right through the journey. It's only that we will be modifying your diet and we will be creating new habits in you, which will make you follow these diets right through your life. And more than that, I think now I can say, even if you ask me to change, I wouldn't change. Because one, I'm convinced mentally that what I've done is the right and my choice is the right one. And two, I'm feeling better. I mean, whatever trophy you give is something which I am a head start personally. I'm feeling it every day as I get up and I go through the process of the day. I am able to feel the energy levels gone up, and I am able to go through the daily routines very well. As compared to my friends and classmates of the same age, I realize that I am far more productive and far more active than many of them, and that is the best trophy I've got. Of course, I value your Hex trophy quite a bit because it's also a recognition of my efforts in complying with your program requirements.
Right.
But personally, I've gained a lot, and that is what gives me a lot of satisfaction. And that is the first trophy I've got. Thank you.
Inspiring to hear from you, Sundar sir. It is really inspiring. In fact, if you could just tell us what have been your top results, this amazing transformation, how which all results you were able to overcome and you were able to achieve. Tell us.
See, I mean, the first objective with which I joined is a loss in weight, which I have definitely achieved. And I have kept a target of 5 to 8 kilos, and I have lost about 6 kilos right now. And that's not enough. That's the starting point. Now, post lockdown, I have been at home. My movement levels have come down, and that has put in a lot of weight. And many of my dresses have become tight. In fact, I couldn't wear them anymore. So I was very keen to lose a couple of inches or more on my waistline so that I could comfortably get into my dresses. And I have achieved that as well. I mean, some of my old jeans, which I were never able to wear, I'm now wearing them comfortably. And I'm very happy to be back into those jeans. And that is the second major objective. And when I went, the third thing which I value a lot is my blood pressure, because I did undergo a master health checkup in the month of April, and the doctor had recommended an angioplast because my BP levels were very high. And I was quite scared, honestly speaking. And that is when I really started looking at some of these programs that I need to take up so that I can correct myself. And I can say midway through the program, I found my BP dropping. And then I had decided to reduce my pills. From taking it every day, I shifted to every alternate day. I kept monitoring my BP. And I can say today, it's about 2 weeks since I stopped my pills, my BP has come down compared to what it was with the pills when I started your program 10 weeks back. I used to be at 160/95, 165/96. This was my BP levels. Today it is 82/151, 83/158. I mean, very rarely it crosses 155. So I am confident that further moving forward, it will further drop. That is the third major gain I have got of this program. In addition to that, I see a lot of improvement in my energy levels, because I am at least half an hour to 45 minutes of reducing my sleep levels. I used to sleep quite a bit. I see a drop about 30 to 40 minutes. And the very regular thing is I used to fall asleep during meetings, office meetings, which I used to have, online meetings. I used to doze off, and people had to wake me. What happened, Sundar? No comments from you. I used to wake up. But over the last 10 days or so, I am finding that I don't have the tendency to doze off when I sit through the meetings. It is the same set of people, the same set of subjects. It's just that I've got more energy. That's what I'm able to feel. I mean, these are definitely, I can say each one of them, I can vouch as major improvements. And see, instead of going to the doctor and getting them done, I've done it through adjusting my diet. Thank you. Thank you very much for your guidance. And that it would not have been possible without those inputs from your side. Thank you. Yeah. Anything else you would like to ask?
These are actually the magical results, almost amazing transformation. Can you also tell us these results, how it has impacted your day-to-day life? For an example, what's the reaction of the
Oh,
family?
it's given me a lot of confidence. Then let me tell you, it's because see, let me honest, I'm staying alone, and there's no second person in my house, and I sleep in the first floor, and it's a double-storied house, and I was finding it difficult to go up to the first floor that often, but nowadays I at least from a level of 3 to 4 times, I've doubled it. At least 10 times I go to the first floor and do whatever I want to do. That's a definite increase. And many other tasks which I was postponing because I didn't have the energy, I'm now completing them. So the energy levels have gone up tremendously. And I used to find playing with my grandchildren a burden actually. After about the first 5-10 minutes, with a lot of enthusiasm, you go and get involved. But then after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, yes, I used to become tired. But now I can definitely extend it to a couple of hours. There's no problem. And this is another major thing. And I am gradually increasing my daily walk also. I used to walk for 30 to 40 minutes, and now I am targeting to double it. I've now almost reached about 1 hour, and I plan to extend it by another 30 minutes. So I don't feel that tired after I come back from my 1 hour walk. So these are definitely helping me. And nowadays, if I have to take a trip sometime in the evening, either it's a two-wheeler or four-wheeler, I'm not worried. I'm not tired. I make it with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. These are definitely I attribute it to your program and my laws of weight. Considering that my inputs have really come down compared to what it was prior to the program, my energy levels have gone up. This is a major benefit for me.
Such an amazing progress, Sundar sir.
The
Where?
one important thing I missed out: food cravings.
Yes.
I mean, very fond of sweets. I'm very fond of ice cream, and of course, other varieties of snacks.
Laddus.
I used
We
to,
were talking about laddus also.
yeah, a lot of snacking I used to do.
Yeah.
Now my snack levels are zero. I mean, if some guests come to my house, I don't have any snacks to share with them, and I feel very guilty taking sweets. I mean, many things I have not done based on your instruction. They have been done voluntarily, and cravings have come down quite a bit. This is another major benefit for me. I would say it's not a benefit; it's an impact. I would say whether you call it a benefit or not, but definitely voluntarily I do it. Nobody is telling me don't take it. I'm doing it on my own because I'm on my own. There's nobody to control me, and I don't need their help. This is another major benefit which I missed out.
Exactly. So you are saying that change has come from within, right? It is not forced onto you. This
Absolutely,
has come from
absolutely. It's
within.
everything voluntary,
Correct.
and it's everything. My brain very clearly says what is the impact of this because you shared details on what is the calorie levels of each and every food that we take, and I've gone through those tables, and they are there with me, and they have made me realize that yes, this is something we should avoid in our own interest, and I'm very happy to do it voluntarily.
With so many of amazing results and transformations, Sundar sir, tell us what is the long-term goal? Where is your summit? Where do we see you in the next few months?
Yeah, I mean, let me be honest. When I started this program, my BMI was in the obese category, and I went back to that same equation. And what is it I should go do to achieve be a normal person, not a below average, be a normal person. And the figure for my height and is 75 kilos, and that is my target. I am on a overweight position from obese. I have come to overweight. I would like to move to a normal position, and I am very keen because if loss of 6 kilos can give me so much of energy, a loss of another 10, 15 kilos, I can visualize the amount of energy that I'll get to do my routine and other activities, which I can definitely usefully employ for the benefit of myself or my near and dear or for the society at large. So definitely my journey is not going to stop. It's going to continue. And my target weight is 75 kilos. I am sure with that I will lose a couple of more inches on my waistline, which is again very welcome, very much desirable. And whatever other things are all going to be positive. I'm very confident about it.
That's amazing to hear from you. You are saying, Vineet, it is a good progress that I've got, but I'm not going to stop here till the time I reach my summit, my long-term goal, which is to make sure that the BMI range is normal and all these, the high energy life, the slim fit version of myself is there for rest of the
Yes.
life. Now, let's talk a bit about the program. There have been lots of system processes in the program that we have. Tell us, what did you personally like the most and why?
See, the program was very interesting and interactive because you're not alone in your journey. And when you are part of a team. So the weekly calls where people share their observations are definitely very useful. And you realize that you're not in the same boat. And when you find people half your age or 15 years younger than you going through the project, those issues, you feel that you're not worse off. That gives you confidence to, yes, I am better than them. That feeling gives, and from a point, and your program has got a lot of built-in motivators. I mean, your goodie box and your do not break the calendar were very helpful in keeping my motivation levels quite high. Though at some times when we are going through a low level of motivation, these really help you come back. And the last 3, 4 weeks, we had this pal call, my friend. You tie up with somebody. So he's always available to bounce your ideas, to take suggestions, and to better understand what are the instructions that are given. With all your, help in terms of videos as well as meetings, when you really go down to do those things, you do face some issues. And at that time, this pal call comes in very handy. And their assurance or their experiences, sharing them on a one-to-one basis, help a lot. And you had also shared a lot of literature, your literature in terms of books, in terms of what do you call movies. When you see those movies and when you go through those literature, it's convincing. It's very convincing, saying that the track you are going through is the best track. And that is another very positive thing. And the mythbusters, all of us are. You build a lot of myths as during your journey of life. Myths about individuals, myths about relationships, myths about food habits, everything. And I can say in these 10 days, 10 weeks of your program, a lot of myths have been broken. And they have not been broken just by your words. They have been broken with solid literature support. And therefore, I'm convinced that it's a real myth. Somebody has misguided. As you said rightly during your program, there's so much of noise happening in the media, each one trying to promote his food, whether it is his own make of pizza or his own make of cool drink or his own make of any such items, you get carried away. And but these myths, when you read the literature and when you really experience it, it's more than 100 words or 1,000 words that you can say about it. So these myths have been broken, and I have changed my habits. And it's the other thing about your program is building habits. I mean, there are many things in my 60 years. I have taken them for over 40 years. I've not given up those food items, but I've given up them now. And it's not that you forced me to do it. You convinced me that it's not going to affect you. and you backed it up with literature and information on what it does to your body, I'm convinced that yes, I was doing something wrong. So I've given it up, and there is no craving to get back to that. Though everybody else in our family continues to do it, I am not touching any of them because I'm convinced. I cannot force others. Of course, when they ask me, I do give my bit of understanding and explanation. It's up to them whether they want to correct or change. But these are some of the amazing things which I got inputs during your program, which will keep them going, which will keep me awake the rest of my life.
It's amazing to hear from you, Sundar sir. You tell us finally, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least and 10 being the highest, how much you would rate this program overall and why?
I mean, I would go and give you, in fact, 11 out of 10. I mean, because all my objectives have been achieved, and it has been achieved with minimum disturbance and with thorough confirmation that I am traveling on the right path. I mean, as we have seen so many advertisements. I mean, you could also be saying something as an advertisement. No, that's not there because you feel it. I mean, whatever amount of words cannot express the feeling that you experience. So you do this, you will feel very light. So, I mean, what is very light? But when you really feel it, and it transforms your thinking totally, and you voluntarily take up such things because the feeling starts driving your activities, your actions. So I think I would give you the best rating. There's nothing to do, and the amount of literature you have shared is phenomenal. It's as good as a graduate program in wellness. I'm sure you've given us 3-4 books along the journey, as well as a lot of films. Because in fact, I shared some of your list of films. Somebody from my brother's family, not my brother, my son's friend's father was suffering from heart problem. Okay. So he was taking a lot of non-veg. I sent him a compilation of all your movies and told him, please ask him to take a look at these. That's all. Beyond, he will automatically change and his heart problem will become all right. So I'm sure he would have seen at least a couple of movies and changed himself. So I've been using, I don't tell them you do this or you do that. I just share the literature that you have shared with me, and automatically they go through it, and I'm sure they will change themselves.
That's amazing to hear from you, Sundar sir. Lastly, tell us, if someone is watching it first time, right? And as you rightly said, there is lots of noise in the market, and he or she is a bit skeptical and not even very sure that whether this program will work out or not. Or someone may be even thinking whether there will be a real good ROI, the kind of investment they are going to put in, whether they're going to get the results. What's your message? What's your message to someone who is still in a dilemma, maybe a bit skeptical about the program? Yeah?
I mean, honestly speaking, yeah, I agree with you because I was also skeptical. Let me be honest. It's a question of faith because you are trusting your body and you're going to do something. You go and meet doctors when you are not well. But here, it is not that you're not well. You want to improve. And so you need to trust somebody. And I also had my doubts. But I can say I'm more than doubly convinced that I've taken the right track. Now it's worked for me. I've achieved my goals. I'm very happy with the state I am. I'm continuing the journey. And I would only recommend strongly, but it's a question of individual faith, how they want to move forward. Because I've gone through medical treatments and the costs involved in medical treatments, I'm very much aware. But going through this program and the way you feel at the end of the program, and it's much, much less compared to the medical tests and the treatments you need to undergo because of your overweight and your other problems. For instance, I have been recommended, as I told you, to take up angioplasty because of my BP. Yeah. Imagine the troubles I need to and the money I would be spending. Whereas now my BP is under control. and it's almost, and I'm happy. I'm happy doing this. So it's a question of faith. I would only recommend everybody that you can trust Vineet and his team to do all the best for you, but it's individual's decision, because life is nothing but a series of choices. What choice you make. I feel that I've made the right choice in choosing to go with you. I would only recommend that others also follow and take the right choice. I would suggest this is the right choice for them. But it's up to the individuals. I don't believe in forcing anybody, especially on a subject like this. But I'm sure this will take you to your destination very smoothly. That much assurance I can give to whomsoever is considering taking this program. That's all I would like to say.
Such a powerful message from you, Sundar sir. And then you've been amazing student. You've been so sincere.
Yes, I mean, I need to tell you need commitment. It's not that you pay the money and expect miracles to happen.
So,
Yes, you need to trust and follow. Though you are much younger than me, I trust your words, and you are the master or you are the teacher and I'm the student. I have to go by your words. Yes, though they are some of your recommendations were quite weird, and I was quite skeptic, honestly speaking. But attending your weekly meetings gave me the confidence that everybody is going through it and they have benefited. And I did it. So you need to trust and follow. Once you have decided to go down the road with Vineet, you have to follow his instructions from A to Z. No compromise. I did that. I'm happy to say that, because that is the main reason. Because I feel I'm in this stage more because of that. So anybody following should trust and follow your instructions.
such an amazing journey from you, Sundar sir. Such an amazing story of the transformation and the results it has got in your personal life. And I'm so happy you are continuing our journey. And very soon, yes, in near future, I'm going to record one more interview with you for your complete your transformation for your final summit. But it was my pleasure to actually invite you. You got the results, you are an HEX star, you got the trophy, and of course that more than the trophy, it was a personal win for you that you are feeling in your day-to-day life. Wishing you lots of more power, wishing you lots of good wishes, Sundar sir. And once again, so happy to see you on HEX star interview.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I will be in touch with you. I cannot forget you in life. You've made such a big transformation. I just cannot forget you. So whether you like it or not, I will definitely